Okay, so welcome back to Savvy Quirk Tarot. Today we're doing a Aries reading, and we're going to start out with some Magic manifestation money cards from Ethany. The first card is, I lovingly move past my limitations on my personal wealth. The second card is, I release any childhood beliefs of poverty with love and forgiveness. I love this one. It reminds me of the Judgment card a lot, changing your whole perspective on any type of beliefs you've had before. If you were raised a certain way about thinking about money or being afraid of accumulating wealth because of a poverty mindset. So that was really useful for a lot of people to, in terms of manifestation. I release any people who are not healthy for my life with love and forgiveness. Anyone who's stopping you to pursue what you want to do, what your true passions are, you have to forgive them, even if it's your own family members or close friends, or spouses or partners who never believed in your business ideas or your innovative ways of thinking and changing your perspectives. If they don't agree or support that, you have to love and forgive them anyway and just pursue your own thing. You do you. Bottom of the deck is, I am abundantly supported by the universe. And that is really true here. Aries, you are really coming into your own recently. And I really feel like this is something that you've been waiting for a long time. So we're going to shuffle for Aries and get straight into the tarot reading first, and then we'll pull some more money manifestation, making magic, and the fortune cookie dragon deck for our final oracles. Using the gold on black regular Rider-Waite and also our divine and play tarot to clarify. First card is the Hermit. Major Arcana for you, Aries. Seeing a lot of you being very studious, putting your head down at work, getting things done, and not speaking to a lot of people or socializing with your colleagues as much. You have the Tower, Major Arcana. Perhaps there is something personal in your change right now. It's a major personal change. I'm not seeing it as a career change or work change. You've done that already, particularly after, when it was close to Aries season earlier on this year, that you might have done a change already with your work life or career. But seeing this more as a personal major shift. And then we have King of Swords as your hidden issue here. So Hermit is the main issue, Tower as your deeper issue, and your King of Swords right now, air energy, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius as your hidden issue. You could be dealing with someone in your work or business life that has air in their charts. Perhaps you work very closely with some intellectuals, higher education, or possibly in the medical or even legal field, or just involving those people in your business right now, whether your business dealings are more in the intellectual realm, investing wise, cryptocurrency, or something in Bitcoin. Then you have the Two of Cups here as advice from tarot and a new perspective. Certainly a partnership coming up. These two cards right here will clarify, but I'm seeing this more of a personal change affecting your business direction. Perhaps it's a spouse or a fiance or someone who is affecting your decisions directly. They're correlating to your future, so they're, what happens is a consequence of you taking them into consideration for the rest of your life. Obviously, could be dependents, could be children, could be older parents involved with these family decisions in the cups here. These Two of Cups are, you know, partnership taking into action, but doesn't have to be between two people as in a romantic sense. It could be a partnership in bringing together both your personal and career life, intertwining. I'm seeing this more of like an intertwining. You see the symbol here. I'm thinking this is kind of an intertwining of both your personal, you're trying to strike a balance between your personal life and your business life right now. And right now we have Nine of Wands that came out at the bottom of the deck as your final resolution or future current card. And then bottom of the deck was, we have Strength as the bottom of the deck. Could be dealing with a Leo or have some fire energy here. Okay, so let's get started with your reading and clarification here. This card right here and the Tower, these are different issues from, separate issues from the Hermit and King of Swords. Your final outcome is you're kind of in the weeds right now. This is your energy here, Leo, Sag, and Aries. Doing some research on whether or not you can combine certain personal beliefs with your career aspirations right now, and if that fits. But this really is, this Tower and this Two of Cups I'm seeing for some of you, if this resonates, this is definitely intertwining of both your personal and career life. So this is not a Lover's card. This is definitely a shift in perspective. Moving or changing your geographic location could be an issue here. Whether or not to get married this year or the next year, if this is a relationship, is affecting your career decisions quite a bit. And this is the intertwining of both your personal and work life right now. This Hermit here, let's see why this is here. So two cards fell out. It was the Eight of Wands and Two of Pentacles here. So it could be some rushing into decisions, you're very passionate about something, but also being very aware that you have to make some choices up ahead, and the two choices up ahead, you're still considering whether or not to make the risk, either taking a personal risk for your career, for the sake of your career, or maybe risking a career move to protect your personal life here. And you feel like there's only one way to go, because if you risk something, you're going to lose something and gain something, but it's going to cost you at some point. So either your personal life suffers or your work life will diminish in, you know, momentum here. Okay, so you're feeling like there's a sacrificial element to whatever you're doing right now. Whether this is keeping a roof over your head, supporting your dependents, people that depend on you, either in your work or in your personal life. It could be employees, assistants that work for you, you know, just even if you have a small company of, you know, less than 100 people, you're thinking that this is going to affect you in some way. As soon as the decision is made, when you pull the trigger on something, something's going to suffer. So this is what you're kind of dreading at this point. This is this major shift that's going to happen in the Tower up right here. Okay, and last card is the Seven of Wands, also in your energy here, the fire energy. Already with the Eight of Wands and Seven of Wands, it's a very kind of strenuous time for you here. It's a lot of action, some recourse, and I'm seeing someone say I have to do some recon work or reconnaissance, trying to figure out what either your competitors are doing to protect your livelihood right now. You're protecting a lot of the way you do business, trying to kind of steer clear of other competition and encroaching your your field. It's a very competitive field, and you're also protecting your assets and earnings here against other competitors that could be driving away your clients or taking your client base away from you in some respects. So there's a lot of action going on. It could be legal. With the Hermit here, there's just it's a good balance between action and contemplation, because the Hermit doesn't take things too lightly. So give us some clarification on why the Tower is here. We have the Sun energy coming up, and also a Leo or some sort of even in your own element. Here's some fire energy. There's a lot of childish innocence in Aries as well. So there's a lot of pioneering spirits to be kind of pursued here in the way you do business. And also could be a change in perspective from a recent past discouragement in your business endeavors, causing this tower to come to a good moment for you to become, you know, renewed and refreshed with a lot of energy. You have the Ace of Swords here, incredible beginning, or kind of a restart in some ways, maybe an end of a cycle for a project or some sort of management decision, leading you to kind of divine inspiration in an intellectual field. Could also be a new investment you're putting into kind of the first foundations, laying out what you're planning for the future. Could be an initial idea that you are kind of the main architect behind. You have the Magician, excellent card for your current pursuits, whether you're looking for a job or changing careers. Could be a good time to ask for a promotion if you're still working for an employer. At this time, Magician, as above so below, is a great manifestation for your current business affairs. Anything you think will likely come true as long as you put in the work here. And with the King of Swords, I'm seeing for some of you, if it resonates, it could be a superior, someone above you, an executive person, with the King of Swords being a very senior court card. Could be a senior executive or some sort of a corporate giant trying to, maybe you're trying to get connected with network-wise, or you could have been introduced to this person, you know, during like a recent mixer, some sort of party, maybe in a casual situation. This person strikes you as someone who's very obviously intellectually astute and very short on emotional exchanges or small talk, but very good with business ideas, kind of blunt in a way because of the swords here. So it could strike you as someone who's kind of harsh in some ways, but very deliberate in their thinking wise and thoughts. Could be you as well, ruling with the sword here, even more than the Queen of Swords. It's the King is also magnanimous in their own decision-making skills and being able to delegate a lot of things towards you know, anyone below him. So he's ruling with right action, right thought. And then let's see why Strength was at the bottom of the deck here. We have Ten of Pentacles. Excellent card. You're putting a lot of investment and a lot of money into something right now. This could be your own business, or maybe it's towards saving money, I'm saying, because Ten of Pentacles is also material wealth related to your personal life. Picture always traditionally depicts, you know, a full family with full abundance, material wealth, and happiness here with the Ten of Pentacles. You could also be dealing with, you know, a significant other or business partner who has a lot of material wealth in their family. So maybe like an inheritance or some sort of investment that has been passed down from generations, or family business involved. You have some of the swords here. Also, you know, not in the upright position is not necessarily deception. Again, a lot of people think that is also some sort of trickery, but I think there's some sort of loophole, possibly due to this family business or this possible spousal benefit here with maybe something about your joint taxes or your family benefits right now. Maybe you're getting more money because of your dependents, your children, or possibly seeing benefits down the road because your parents are giving you some sort of a shortcut in the Seven of Swords, getting you to the place you want financially, being more secure in that. And we have the Moon here that fell out at the end, Major Arcana. Could be also dealing with some hidden issues, certain motivations behind a business decision that maybe you are being kept in the dark about. Some sort of partnership that is evolving could lead to also this Tower moment here. But in the future, this Moon card might just, you know, indicate you're using more of your intuition to put your stakes upon something, kind of a big risk investment, but using your gut to figure out what is best and how much money to put in. You know, with the Ten of Pentacles situation here, it could be just that no risk, no gain kind of mentality you're supposed to tap into. And with, you know, your money manifestations here, Aries, you are kind of well on your way. If you're releasing these childhood beliefs of poverty, of love, with love and forgiveness already, this Ten of Pentacles is certainly very specific to releasing past beliefs. Very true and indicative of the way you were raised to be afraid of accumulating money because it was some sort of poverty mindset, but as changing the way you think about your life right now. And you can have it all, both intellectual, personal, emotional wealth here. And coming into terms with strength here is releasing also any people who are not healthy healthy for your life. Lovingly moving past your limitations on a personal wealth level here and supported abundantly by the universe. Okay, so let's pull some Magick cards. For Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars for Aries here. What's a good money perspective to have right now going forward? And just remember, we just had a new moon in Cancer, so if you have any Cancer placements here, especially a South Node or North Node, remember South Node represents letting go past hurts, past wounds, and failures, and letting them go. And then also North Node is pointing to what your next chapter in life is in the future. So we have healing, true healing of the mind, body, and soul here. So yeah, I mean, if you're lovingly forgiving or releasing childhood beliefs of poverty and with love and forgiveness, there's a lot of healing here with strength as well. Healing with your intuition here, emotional healing with the moon here. Safe and happy travel, protection from harm when journeying. So perhaps some of you are taking some business trips now with things opening up and you being able to travel here. With the Nine of Wands here in the last position, it also points out to there's a respite, being able to take a breath and kind of process everything, not as hectic or frantic or in chaos. And then we had some dropout here. We'll take this one. It says successful career, a happy working environment, pay raises, and promotion. It's spelled wrong. It says rises, but it's actually raises. Pay raises and promotions. Okay, really good cards here if you're making Magick cards. And then bottom of the deck was insight. Open the third eye to strengthen intuition. It really points out, you know, with your moon card here, lots of insight, and perhaps this is someone asking you for some advice on career issues. Aries, I see you, a lot of you being in a really good place right now to make decisions, very active intellectual decisions. Perhaps King of Swords is representing you at this time. You could also be the wise hermit in the current situation. Okay, Sun, Rising, Venus, and Mars for Aries here. Assert yourself. Go for what you want. The time is right for soulmate connections, birth of a child also likely. So if you're not having kids or not likely having plans for any children right now, it could be a birth of an idea, a business idea as well. Being assertive is kind of your MO in a way in very many Aries placements, especially if you have Sun and Mars in Aries or in house 1 here. Your first house is your first expression. So kind of the outer assertive side of you is very Aries driven and very perhaps even a Leo with the strength and the Sun card here. You might have Leo rising. Major life change. Time is right for major life changes as a new lifestyle or location brings great joy and trouble-free existence. So could be the Tower moment is also the personal change right now. Thinking about renting versus buying a home, putting down some roots if you've been moving around too much. You know, in the last 2 or 5 years, you could be making your investment towards real estate here, or slowly getting to that point where you can maybe afford to live somewhere that is closer to work even. For some of you, a combo of both working for yourself at home, so you're trying to find a bigger place for that to accommodate it. And then you have burnout. Your hard work will see results, but your health needs to be maintained, so check in with your doctor, dentist, and health professional, and try to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So Aries, you also need to protect against too much I'm feeling someone saying too much fire in your health life right now, too much energy, too much action. There's a lot of wands in this reading, so you may have to kind of step back a little bit and rest physically. Having some mental and physical rest will help you a lot. You're kind of in maybe amidst this tower moment personally, and you know, moving or relocating might be taking a toll on your energies right now. So normally you are a really energetic person, but it could be to rest up a little bit more to regain some of that energy. All right, so if this has helped you, Aries, please give this a like and thumbs up, and also check your other placements for my other readings recently. Thank you again for all the subscribers in my recent Libra video, and we'll see you next time for another reading.